It is snowing out there in a lot of places, but as we were talking about, there's also this sleet factor, the bouncing pellets of ice out there.
And that's actually all I had in New Haven when I was coming in, but that could really kind of go back and forth between being a little bit of snow mixing in with that sleet or briefly transitioning over to all sleet and then back to snow. So be prepared for maybe a little bit of everything this morning?
Yeah, and the wind is going to be gusty, and plus as we curl around and look at the back side of this, it'll likely change the sleet over to snow. Ash, I mean, look at this Stratford view. That's snow right there, sideways.
No boats in the water today.
No. No. We're not going boating today, that's for darn sure. Okay, good morning. I hope you're doing okay. I want to thank you for checking in with us right here on News 8 first thing in the morning. Be very careful if you are going to go out and start clearing your driveway. Some of those humps are really big at the end of the driveway, and if you have to drive somewhere, I had to go through a few of those on the edge of the highway. Notice the radar view, and if you're maybe in the other room, come and take a look at this because we are seeing more dark blue fill in. This is going to be our additional accumulation of 2 to 4 inches for a good part of the state. And it's filling in because the moisture continues to come up off the Atlantic. Okay, some darker blue now, too. I want to zoom in and just show you what's up on the radar. Look at Shelton, right around Jones Family Farm there. It's snowing like crazy. The Valley, Derby, Ansonia, Shelton, and even up to Naughey, as we include that area. Very dark blue. Woodbridge getting some moderate snow. Some moderate snow in New Haven. Look at Norwalk snowy, even Danbury as well, and sliding it in closer. Hamden in the snow area. North Branford. Route 80 looks pretty tough now. Durham, the snow has picked up over the last 20 minutes. Bristol, the snow is picking up, and this band to the south is going to move up in your direction. Where Natasha is, the snow is going to get heavier as this comes up Route 8. Heavy snow Mansfield, also Putnam, Thompson, Killingly, the quiet corner, not so heavy southeast, and there is a little bit of mixing, and you can see the color code there on the radar in New London. The bigger view, this back edge, it still has time, so I think we're going to have at least flurries or snow in the air through about noon, and then it will tend to let up and brighten up through the afternoon. There's a look, and Ashley, look at that wind chill in Waterbury, so if anybody's going out to start shoveling or snow blowing, 8 is the wind chill.
Yeah, that's unpleasant. All right, so maybe if you can wait as long as you possibly can to get out there and shovel or snow blow, whatever it may be, just so it can just warm up a tad bit. But there's also another reason for that. Let's talk about the visibility, and the visibility is down across the state. It's actually right around a half mile in Greenwich, Danbury, Bridgeport, and New Haven. That's because of the snow coming down at a pretty moderate clip. Even visibility has now dropped to about 3/4 of a mile in Hartford. So you got the visibility that has come down because of the blowing snow, but that blowing snow is also going to put the snow back onto the roads, back onto your sidewalks, back onto your driveways. So even once you've gone out there and shoveled, it will probably not be the last time you do that. Let's take a look at temperatures across the state. We're at 18 degrees in Torrington, so a big fluff factor up there. You know, the colder the temperatures are, the fluffier the snow. When you're a little bit closer to the freezing mark, like we are in New London may be a spot that we are seeing the transition from just big wet snowflakes over to a little bit of sleet. So the closer the temperature is to the freezing mark, the bigger the flakes are going to be, and so they're going to be those heavy wet snowflakes. But that's certainly not the case from Torrington to Windsor Locks to Hartford, where temperatures range from the teens to the mid-20s. Looking at the wind, sustained wind speeds range anywhere from 12 all the way up to 24 miles per hour. So there's that blowing snow I was talking about. And gusts, of course, are even higher than that. We're seeing gusts up to 37 miles per hour in New London, 29 Bridgeport, 24 Willimantic. And here's a look at some preliminary totals. We've already picked up about 9.5 in Coventry, a little over 8 in Naugatuck, about 7 inches in South Windsor and Andover. And, of course, that's not it. We're expecting an additional 2 to 4 inches across much of the state as we continue through this morning before this storm wraps up, and up to 2 inches closer to the shoreline. So let's take it out hour by hour, Gil, and show everybody what's going to happen here.
Yeah, and, you know, this is going to add up. So if your driveway has been cleaned already, there is going to be some additional snow on there. And plus our temperatures may actually drop. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. Still at 7 a.m., dark blue covering much of the state, and it continues going through 7:30, 8 a.m. It starts to let up, and then it's really breaking up at 9 to noon. A lot of it's going to start to move out, and I do expect some sun to break through during the afternoon. So temperatures kind of misleading. I want you to dress for that wind chill of about 8 to 15 through the day today. On and off snow and sleet for the morning. Some brightness coming through during the afternoon, but that cold feel stays with us. The wind gusts to 45 miles per hour. It's going to be cold tonight, 11 to 17. Okay, enough with the cold and snow talk. Temps do go up through this entire 8-day forecast. Look who is all the way over there on the right side. That is Christmas Eve, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Jolly St. Nick over there. It's looking pretty mild by Christmas. So we're going to go from 20s to 30s to 40s to perhaps 50 around Christmas.